Alright, we're about to take a test drive in a 2010 Nissan 370Z Touring with sports package. Now the Touring is going to give you the leather, the Bose sound system, and the sports package is going to give you the 19-inch wheels. It's going to give you nice forged aluminum alloy wheels, a little sportier than the standard ones. It's also going to give you the Bamboo brakes. It's going to give you a rear spoiler and a front chin spoiler. It's going to keep the aerodynamics of the car very smooth underneath at high speeds. It's going to be very nice. Now this is a 3.5 V6, 332 horsepower engine. This is true sports car in every sense of the word. Now this is an automatic with Tiptronic. Now this car will push you back in your seat, which is really wonderful. You have a leather wrap steering wheel, leather wrap shift fob. You have the Tiptronic here, or you have the titanium paddle shifters here on the dash, on the steering wheel. And you have a plus and a minus, and that allows you to upshift and downshift in a manual mode and drive the car sportier without a clutch. You notice the tachometer is large and in the center of the dash, so it's a focal point there, the tachometer, so you know where you're at. Speedometer is on the right. On the left, you have an LED readout for your fuel gauge. You have a LED readout for the temperature of the engine. And you also have average miles per gallon, average miles per hour, how long the car's been on, and miles it's traveled. You can zero that out. You have distance to empty. You have outside temperature, and you have maintenance settings, and when you want to rotate your tires, when you want to change your engine oil. You also have any warnings if the car door is open, if you have a warning, overheating, things like that, it will tell you. Also, you have a miles per gallon gauge. So the more I step on the gas, the more it goes towards 0. The less I step on the gas, the more it goes towards 60. So it kind of gauges your how heavy your foot is on the gas and helps you gauge your fuel economy on this vehicle. Now, fuel economy shouldn't be an issue with this because this is a V6 with 332 horsepower. Now you got 19 in the city, and you got 26 on the highway on this vehicle. You can get about 23 in the city, and probably I would say about 30, 32 on the highway. You use cruise control, set the cruise on the highway, you get about 31, 32 miles per gallon. Now you have multi-link independent suspension, so it corners very well. Sports package has the 19-inch wheels, low profile, so it hugs the road very nicely. Now when you want to power, you just step on this, and it will go. You have all the power you need with this vehicle. You see the tachometer, the valves open up, boom, instantaneous. You have that power. This also comes with a navigation system with a 9.3 gigabyte hard drive system, which is a music box. Now the music box, you can download up to 2,000 songs. It's just like a hard drive on your home computer. So what you do is you pop a CD in. By the time you finish listening to the first song, it's downloaded the entire CD. You can delete out songs, make playlists. You have up to 2,000 songs you can put on your hard drive system. Really great feature. You have a split screen. It'll give you location where you are, where you're headed. You also have XM weather on here. It'll give you a forecast for the day. Also give you a 3-day outlook, today, tomorrow, and the next day. So if you're traveling, you can change the city. Any city in the United States you go into, you can get the weather forecast, which is nice. Helps you plan your trip, how to pack your clothes. You also have a what's called a Zagat restaurant guide. Gives you restaurants from different cuisine, from Afghan, Chinese, Mexican. It'll give you a listing. It'll give you a rating of the restaurant, give you a price, also a phone number, and it also will navigate you to that restaurant. Great features, so you don't have to take your hands off the wheel. That's what I love about Nissan Technologies. Helps you stay focused on your driving and not have to be distracted by other things because your navigation is voice activated, your Bluetooth is voice activated. All these things help you just maintain your focus on the road and not have to touch and look at buttons and shift and do the different things. So everything at your fingertips, from the manual shift modes and the paddle shifters to your navigation, your phone, everything is right there. You even have what's called XM nav traffic. Now your system does have XM radio, but you can also get XM nav traffic, which will route you around real-time traffic situations. So say if I'm routing my way over to the Millennium Mall and there's an accident on the I-4, it will give me an actual routing around that accident in real time for real-time traffic. That saves you time and effort and gas. That's just a great feature. Now, you do have a tilt steering wheel, and the steering wheel tilts the entire instrument column with the steering wheel. So you always have a view of your instruments, which I think is a great feature, and then you can lock that in. This also has what's called a home link. You have up to 3 transmitters. So say if you have a security gate or a couple garage door openers, you can program them right into it. It's a learned system. So you don't have to have garage door openers clipped to your your visors. You also have auto dimming rearview mirrors. You get the high beams at night from behind you. It's going to automatically dim your rearview mirror automatically to a monochromatic green. Tilts it down. You have aluminum kick plates at the bottom on your gas and brake pedals, which is very nice. You have 360-degree air vents in your doors. So those will circulate 360, or you can cut them off altogether, which is a nice feature. Now you do have storage in the back. It's a great feature, and then you have a little cargo cover in the back to cover your cargo and your luggage when you're traveling, so you have a little privacy in the back, which is a really nice feature. You do have auto-off headlights on this vehicle as well, and you have variable speed wipers. This vehicle also has VDC, vehicle dynamic control, and ABLS, which is limited slip differential, which means if one wheel begins to slip in the back in slippery situation, it will automatically brake that one and give more traction to the other wheel. Nice feature, very nice feature for a sports car. Here it has a nice throaty exhaust to this vehicle. Now if I pull on the plus side of the titanium shifter, now I'm in 6th gear. As you notice on the dash, it's 6M. Now we're in the manual mode. Now I can downshift by pulling the minus shifter on the left. We're in 5th, 4th. You can hear it downshift and rev up. I'm shifting to 4th, now to 5th. Now if I don't use the titanium shifters in about 20 seconds, it will automatically revert back to a drive mode, which was automatic mode, and comes out of the manual mode automatically. See, it's shifted back to the D, which means now I'm back in drive mode. You do have power seats on the front seats, and there are leather and suede seats on the touring model that we're driving right here. And you also have a little support for lumbar in the back, and you do have bolsters on the side, so it's a really true sports car type seat, like a Recaro type seat. You also can lift the front of the seat, more support in your thighs, lower the back, or lower the front of the bottom of the seat as well. So you can have a lot of configurations, and you can really make your seat very comfortable. Multi-link independent suspension. As you can see, it handles the bumps very well. Rather comfortable for a sports car. A lot of people think two-door sports cars don't have good suspension. This car has great suspension, so it's not a bad car to drive on a long trip. I'm going to go into a manual mode. Now you can do it either on the shifter here, or you can do it on the paddle shifters, either way. So I'm going to show you how quickly and responsive the paddle shifters or the manual shift mode, the Xtronic transmission, is. You notice the 3 gauges in the front, a throwback to the old 240Z. This is a kind of a throwback to the old 240Z when they first came out. You do have your temperature gauge, your battery, and your time there. So I'm going to go, and I'm shifting 2nd gear, 3rd with titanium shifters, 4th and 5th, and now my overdrive, and I'm in 6th, and I'm cruising. What a great vehicle. You can feel the surge of power as you drive this car. And Nissan, as we say, makes a great sports car. It was one of the first sports cars in America. But the great part is, if you buy a vehicle from Southern and Nissan, we offer the lifetime powertrain warranty. That's on your engine and transmission. That's for as long as you own the car. So come on in, or give us a call, and come on down and test drive a new 370Z. It also comes in a Roadster model, the convertible. Really a beautiful vehicle. Pulling back into the dealership. Enjoy the ride. Thanks for coming along, and look forward to seeing you down here at Southern and Nissan.